What is up, everybody? So, where do we leave off? That's right. Alright, so today we are actually going to finish up Earth, and then or finish up what we can do on Earth. There's some missions we can't do, some just because we don't have the equipment at the moment. Ooh, forgot about the Strata Relay. Let's see, Sigma Cam Void Relic segment. What else do I get for doing Mars? Fragor Blueprint. Part of Deimos quest, okay. We'll do the missions that we can do on Earth real quick, and we might do that Mars Junction. Get this up if I want to do the Mars Junction or if I want to go on with Venus and Mercury. Either or, I generally am going to love it because I love this game, and I hope everybody that's watching does enjoy this too. If you are new, I currently don't have a way to put the game audio in, so it's mainly just going to be me talking, and I'm sorry about that. If I knew how to, I would put the game audio in. I'm kind of hoping that I can figure out a way soon. With the excuse me, small amount of equipment that I have, which is not much at all. Oh, you are going to. Of course, it's gonna land on me. There it goes. Because that notification pop up or Windows Defender. I'd like to point this out. We never really see the reinforcements that we supposedly have. Um, Come on. Not what I meant to do. I meant to hit R. I meant to reload. Ah, come on. to. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain real quick what this mission is. Obviously, what the heck just happened? Obviously, this is a defense type mission. Um, Defense missions, they get harder as you go on, sort of like how every mission goes when it comes to a defense type mission, or not necessarily sabotage. What are they called? Interception or disruption. There's three different types where there's sort of like fairly similar to defense missions. Disruption, to me, it is fun. However, if you are using a slow weapon or you don't have an explosive weapon, it's not all that good to do those constantly. And I wouldn't have the explosive weapon as your primary because there's one that I know of. Or no, there's two. However, only one of them is like actually pretty decent in my opinion. I could have just had my grenade launcher modded wrong. Um, yeah, do not really like the grenade launcher. I think it's called pt.5, something like that. It has a borderline stereotypical Russian name, which is kind of funny considering how the company that makes Warframe is Canadian. If I'm trying not to cough into the mic, and the mic's just right there, what? It's attached to the headset, so I can't really do much about that. Did I just shoot that dude in the crotch and he died? I mean, oh, and so something that I will probably actually try to start doing is explain abilities and certain things about warframes or the enemies that I'm fighting. Like for instance, right now the Grenier. Most of these guys are clones of who I do not know. However, if you have taken up this game, then you know that Grenier are actually infertile. They cannot produce on their own, so they're all clones and like mass produced clones. You'll see what I mean once we get to later missions and later sectors, or would be calling sectors correct, or would it just be saying like different planet maps, stuff like that? I just saw you with the shotgun. Where'd you go? I was trying to electrocute the guy, and I'm out of energy. It's like extremely lagging on this recording. I'm sorry about that. I just shot that dude in the butt. Come on. So, in case you're wondering, I'm not using my bow that much for the sheer fact that even though I do like using bows, I don't like using them on defense missions unless I have a partner, and just because it makes things easy. Now, you can play with other people on Warframe. I am more than likely actually not going to utilize that for the playthrough unless it's one of you guys that just has time and wants to do a couple missions with me. So yeah, more than likely I will not be using the co-op option that much for this account. I do use it for my main account though, and that's just to play with one of my clan members. Now, clans are essentially they're essentially what a normal clan would be, other than each clan has their own actual physical base in the game, and you get to design it however you want. I've been to a few other than my own, and most of them are pretty cool. Like, they look awesome. So I get people, like, if people are willing, I'd be willing to join. I'd be willing to actually start my own clan. Here for Warframe. The thing about it is, if I remember right, it's like 100 platinum, which is a premium currency for this game, or one of them. There's two now. Yeah, there's. So this is all the currency that's in Warframe: credits, Endo, platinum, Aya, Regalia, and Void Traces. Void Traces you're only going to use. Oh, and Ducats. Void Traces you're mainly only going to use to upgrade your relics, which we currently do not have access to. I will show you what that is when we get there, which we probably will get there since we have access to the Mars Junction. Let me see, where you at? There. Yeah, if you are new here, welcome. First of all, there we go. 1 bow kill. 2, and that's the main reason I don't use bows for defense, is that you charge them to get the most damage. And then there is 1 bow where it is an explosive type arrow. Don't really recall what it's named off the top of my head. That was a miss. Headshot. Nice. Yeah. Oh, so if you actually no longer have a shot and you don't want to waste the arrow or the ammo, you can actually cancel your bow shots by hitting X. I've never actually ran into somebody that knew that as well. Now, technically, I could handle more of that. It's just I don't want to bore y'all with just one mission type. And then, honestly, I'm pretty low level, in all things considered. So I'm not going to risk failing and losing everything. Like, you lose your experience. You don't necessarily lose the experience. You just don't get the bonus. And you lose, like, some of the stuff you pick up. Let's see. I don't have access to a lot of things, and I hate it. But, I mean, that's what I get for starting over. So, if you watched the last video, I had mentioned that I explained the codex just a little bit. So, essentially what the codex is where you will find things such as your quest, may have a few words and all this right here. All of this actually is for the most part, pretty easy. There are a few that just like genuinely suck. So it's just because it either takes a while to do it, or you end up in one of those quests where you legitimately have very little help, or if you don't have somebody that you can regularly get in contact with to play with you, it's very difficult to complete it. There is one, the one that always gave me problems. It was it was the limbo theorem. The limbo theorem. That one I had problems with. Everything else, not really. Wave Rider is fairly difficult for me, simply just because I can't get the timing right. Uh, yeah, I can't get the timing right for some of the tricks, so I can't really do Wave Rider that well. I can get to like episode 3 or page 3, whatever it's called, on my main account. So companions, we'll actually go through this real quick. This is everything you can get. This is every single person, every single like type of helper you can get. Everything past Worm Prime here is the weapons that they have, and there's quite a few. I think if I remember it, there's only 3 primed companions. No, there's 4. I forgot about Carrier. Um, and then all of these you can actually like scan. Like essentially, what the scan does essentially just helps you fill out the codex pages if you want to like get whatever lore you can on them or something like that. There's normally not a lot for the objects. Um, However, for factions, there is a little bit. You get a description on them and stuff like that, and I'm not entirely sure how this would play out when it comes to like lore wise or stuff like that. Um, you'll find out where certain enemies are, which is helpful when it comes to one of the syndicates. If I remember right, it is the Vox. No, it's not Voxelars. Which one is it? Which one is it? Cephalon Samaris. There is other Cephalon out there other than Ordis. And Cephalon is essentially their AI. Like, if you want a modern day comparison, think Jarvis or Friday. Oh, I can put that on. Let's do auto install. Flame repellent. So if you're new, basically you get to mod out the weapons just like you would any other. Would this be considered an MMORG or an RPG? Not RPG. No. No, it would be an RPG. What would this be called? Ooh, vacuum. That's good. So this up here, the capacity up here, it does hinder you sometimes when it comes to certain things. Like you either get to put a lot on it or almost nothing. And the almost nothing that only really dictates if you don't play your cards right and get like a Orkin reactor or an Orkin what's the other thing called? Or not Orkin cell. The reason I'm accessing Nightwave right now, the reason I'm accessing this right now is for the sheer fact that I need. What is the other thing called? I can't remember. Orkin reactor, Orkin catalyst. There we go. So, I forgot about all the Nightwave credits. So Nightwave credits, obviously, it is what it sounds like. It's essentially stuff that you can only use to buy things in Nightwave. There are some of these that are pretty helpful, like again, these right here, your best friends. This helps. That's really a resource you're going to use a lot. You get a whole Warframe. some weapons, stuff like that. Yeah, sorry about that. It's really just some small challenges here, there, item sockets, item sculptures, exterminate missions, hacky consoles, kill 20 enemies, aim gliding, nightmare missions. I'm not gonna do those yet. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. What the heck just happened? Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Why is my mouse showing up? There's I have two cursors on my screen now. The one that's in game, and for some reason, when I get like around this part of my screen, it just shows up, and I don't get it. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. I think everything else here. I think these two I can do, and I'm not entirely sure on the others. I think the others I need Archwing. I had not set a time limit as to how long I can record, so more than likely I'm probably only going to do 2 or 3 more missions before I end this video. And as I said at the beginning, I don't have the best equipment to record, so I'm very limited as to how long I can record before I start losing footage. Because this program that I'll use will just stop recording at the 56 mark, and I'll just lose everything after that. Energy cell. Okay, cool. Just glide all the way down here. Start punching my mic. Got mucus buildup. Because why not? There we go. Let's see. So we'll keep it powered and away from enemy fire. Doesn't sort of sounds like a lot to ask for. It's really not if you have the right equipment. I typically use healer. What is it? Healer. What is it? Ancient healer clones and stuff like that. There is clones. Okay, now again, I could do more. However, limited on recording time, so I'm gonna try to actually do one more mission, and then I might do the Mars Junction, depending on how long the next mission takes me. Now, more than likely, though, I probably will dedicate like a whole video to one type of mission, if y'all want that. So leave it in the comments below, like the video. Sorry. Just let me know if y'all want to see something like that, if y'all would like to have a whole video dedicated to a certain type of mission, or whether it be defense, uh, not extraction. What was this called? Oh my gosh. So whether it be defense, survival, those are a type of mission. Interception, basically your intercepting communications, essentially as it sounds. Disruption, that is sort of like interception, other than the fact that you get bonuses the further you go on. And then there's what is the other one? What is the one I just did called? Hold up, because apparently I am forgetful. What is that called? Excavation. There we go. Another defense. Ooh, sabotage. Again, this video is probably just going to be me finishing up Earth, and then next video you'll see me go to either Venus or Mars. It'll depend. There probably will be a second video out today, and that'll actually probably be my main account, and I'll be showing y'all some of the things that I have over there, along with exploring like what certain things are. Okay, so normally I would go for the caches, however, I don't want this video to be too long, or I can't afford for this video to be too long. So I'm going to try to be as quick as I can at finding the caches. I want to actually see how long it will take me to find them, without the aid of my favorite mod, Thieves' Wit, which legitimately, if you're the type of person that loves to just find everything in a map, in a game, Thieves' Wit will be your best friend. Trust me. I don't have enemy radar, so I have no idea where some of these enemies are. That was a nice shot. Now, I know y'all can't hear the game audio. In all actuality, if you ever get a chance to play, there's one cache. If you ever get a chance to play, just sit there when you get a chance and just enjoy the music that they have composed for this game, because it is so good. The tone of it is just suits the mission very well, especially for certain enemy factions, or just the way the map goes. Cool. Oh, this is the sabotage that turns into a defense mission, I think. Ah! What just happened? Yeah, sometimes you'll get missions that'll transform into other missions if you either do them wrong or, in this case, do it right. Um, when you sabotage what you're here to sabotage, it turns um, into a defense because you're trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Eradicate the device you just sabotaged. You're trying to make sure that doesn't work again. Obviously, this isn't gonna like lock the mission or whatever. This is actually just going to say you completed it. Oh, all these caches are gonna be easy to spot the parts then. If the first are anything to go by. No, I actually do have a majority of this map memorized because, again, I play a lot. Um, there you are. Oh, nope, missed. Got the cache though. Not the cache. I opened the chest though. Ooh, if you're in a large area and there's a lot of chests around you, your shockwave or your slam attack sends out like a shockwave and it opens up every chest near you. Doesn't open the lockers, however, it does open the chest. Yeah, give me that money. Ooh. Now, depending on how things go, I probably actually will start a Patreon after a little bit, so I have a way, sort of a way to do this more, or have more of a incentive to do this more, because right now this is mainly just for fun, and it's always going to be about having fun though, because I really enjoy this game, and I'd hate to lose that simply just because I decided to be greedy. Now, the Patreon will simply just to help fund either getting better equipment or even buying platinum on this game, buying the premium currency, so we, as a community, can experience everything together, like every weapon, every single Warframe, all of it. Now, again, it'll be entirely up to y'all, depending on if I do set this up. And I say this like I have a lot of views. I really don't. But, I mean, hey, I'm having fun. If you are enjoying this, then that's all that I need. Ooh. Let me show y'all this real quick. Okay, so mini games. There are a few. As far as I know, there's maybe 2 or 3 that I actually enjoy. I haven't messed with them a whole lot. One, you essentially get to fight as Warframes, like other Warframes. Some you probably won't have. Oh, and this right here is called a Cephalon Fragment. Each planet is going to have, each mission is going to have one. Each planet is going to have their own Cephalon dedicated to it, along with a few other things. Sometimes you just get things by good things, I mean it's just like picking up like Grenier technology, stuff like that. It's the Cephalon Fragments are essentially your lore tabs if you're a Destiny person. At least in my opinion. There might be a better way to put it, but that's just the simplest way I can explain it. Ooh, little no, come on, make it through the window. No, you jerk, go through the window. I am going to show you some hidden areas that I found. Um, Come on, I'm normally better at this. Right, so I know a lot of these are locked. However, again, right mod, you can hack this and it'll unlock more. However, I do not have that mod on this account at the moment. Um, let's see. Oh, and if you have a the pet instead of the sentinel, um, yeah, the sentinel, not the sentinel, the actual pets, the Kubros or the Vascas. Now, more than likely, you won't really see me use another Sentinel other than Taxon for a while, so just because the blueprints for them are expensive. They're 100,000 credits a piece. As cash is nearby, I just heard it. Um, yeah, it's more likely they're down below me or above me. Alright, let me find this cache real quick. Nope, you're above me. Yep. So you will hear those caches. It's like not necessarily high pitch, but it's a high pitch humming sound. Like it's not irritating, it's more relaxing, in my opinion at least. Yeah. Oh, let me actually pick up that mod because. Ooh, that's good. Something for the Sentinel. Yeah, let's actually get to extraction real quick. Ooh, nice. Cool, I can record for another like 20 minutes and keep all my footage. If I read that right. It's about halfway there. Let's see. As I mentioned, like every Sentinel, their blueprint's like 100,000 credits. Archwing can't do that at the moment. I can do this defense or I can do the Mars. Oh, I can get the Archwing quest. That's right. Okay, let's do the I'm going to do the Mars Junction real quick, and then I'll finish that last mission on Earth, and that will more than likely just be the video. Um, that's a nice pop. I know I would say that, dude. I said I would do this afterwards. However, I really, really love the scenes from these junctions. Oh, I can't do this yet. Okay, once awakened, complete Mercury. Okay, I have to do the Mercury Junction first. Okay, so I can't. That's right. I have to. Ah, that blows. I really wanted the Archwing. So the Archwing, really, all it is essentially what it is a set of wings for your Warframe. You can use it in space, or if you're in a free roam area like the Cambion Drift, which is on a different planet. There's Plains of Eidolon on Earth, and then there's Orvalis, which is on Venus. All of those you can use it. You can use it on if you have the Archwing Launcher. The Archwing Launcher, what that is the ability to actually use the Archwing in those free roam areas. Like if you have an Archwing mission, you're gonna be able to use the Archwing. However, it's better to have your own simply just because you get to mod it out along with like a bunch of other things, and they actually are needed for certain quest missions, stuff like that. Just do this defense, and I might do the first mission on Venus. Now, if you actually do end up getting tired of my voice, let me know, and I might actually just play the Warframes playlist on Spotify. Um, Not entirely sure if that'll count as a copyright strike. Probably will, but then again, I'm also playing the game that they're from. So I'm not sure if there's like a YouTube exec that just ends up like seeing this. Let me send me an email. Let me know. Oh, great. Okay, so y'all heard none of that screaming, but infested. Essentially, a living virus. Take take venom, make him mindless, and have him mutate everything he touches. That is what the infested are. And they are mainly melee. A good portion. There's like one or two that can actually shoot stuff at you. However, a large amounts are simply melee close combat combatants. Now, each of these cryopods, I'm not entirely sure what is in them. However, if you do actually know, correct me in the comments. My reigning theory in my head is that these are the Tenno that um, not necessarily have fallen in battle, but they're the ones from the school ships that hasn't entirely come out of the madness that was that. Um, you'll understand what I mean by the school ships when we get there. Uh, Essentially, each Tenno has their own school, their own focus, if you will. Um, and the Tenno were given their powers through a boy jump gone wrong, if I remember right. And the void is essentially their version of, say, a space jump from like Star Wars or Star Trek. At least that's how I see it. I can be completely wrong on that. Oh, I wish I had the enemy sensor. There's an enemy sensor mod, and it does exactly as it sounds. It lets you know how many enemies are within a certain radius of you. Maxed out, you can see every enemy within, I think, a 25-meter radius. And yes, it is in meters, because, again, the company that made this is based in Canada. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, I'm an American, so I can't. I think 25 meters is roughly, oh, what is it? Every meter's a little short of 3 feet, so 25 meters would be roughly a quarter of an American football field. You know, not counting the end zones. So 25 meters doesn't sound like a lot, but when you put it like within circles with you as the center point, so that's 25 meters in that direction, 25 meters in that direction, 25 meters in that direction. Like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot when you say a quarter of a football field. However, if you've ever ran that, or just ran a whole football field, you know how long they are. Like, the suckers are no joke. Now, it is actually fairly hard to get a headshot on infested enemies. Because really, they technically have like two heads. There's the one that the infested virus has created, and then there's the head of the body that they infected. Or in whatever the crawler's case, the torso. Yeah. Oh, and there are infested that explode. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen one, but then again, I am on Earth. So, make sure I'm not going over. Okay, activate a Requiem Mobulus on Deimos, at least not on this account. Requiem Mobulus Obelisk. Sorry, I'm from the southern part of America, so I can't really enunciate that well. And I honestly generally just think that's me, not South in general. Um, that was cool. The leapers sound like the ones from Payday 2. I'd like to point this out. I've never actually played Payday 2. I just watch Russian Badger. Or is it Payday 2? I think it's Payday 2. As if you know, you know. Alright, last wave. Oh, what the? Now, I will show you all the colors that I have, and I will let y'all decide the color of this loadout. There might just be something I do. See, I have 4 or 5 subscribers, I think. Maybe not even that. See if other people that watch this can agree on one video, or not necessarily one color. That will be the main color for this Warframe come next video. And like, I do mean the main color. I'll show y'all what I mean here in a minute, as soon as we finish this mission. I barely missed. Wow. Oh, hey, healer. He's just needing to get the headshot on, so just because he's
aim for the bright yellow thing on its face. I'd actually like to know what the heck these things took over.
The due respect there. How'd the blood splatter get there? Alright, so that is every mission that we currently have access to on Earth. Next video, we will be starting Venus, and again, when it comes to the free roam area there, I will probably not go in just yet. I will go